secure a game one against Geek Fam here in the MYTEL International Championship Series 1 2020 playoffs. This is the lower brackets, and Geek Fam needs to win this. And with that being said, we'll be delivering you the action. I'm Nomad. Alongside with me is Leo.
This is an eliminations game, all right? So Geek Fam is holding on for their tournament life as Bosskurr scores the first game in this best of three. Now, what were Geek Fam's weaknesses in game one? What led to this? Well, first of all, they picked up the Masha in a lineup that maybe possibly could not have accommodated such a hero. And they put all their eggs in the Selena and Esmeralda basket, which maybe wasn't enough to stop the Ling on Lakes from game one. So Bosskurr built a solid lineup that had a Popol and Koopa, that had a Uranus, that had a Kufra, that had Ling. I just named all their heroes essentially, and a Jawhead. But with that being said, banning now, it's going to be Geek Fam on the play, Bosskurr answering back. There you go. The Ling and the Popol and Koopa taken out by Geek Fam and Bosskurr. Just covering their bases here, getting rid of the Claude and Natalia.
Yeah, and the Valor being picked up is going to mean Geek Fam means business. Anybody that Bosskurr decides to pick up will get instantly knocked back by this Valor, and that would mean no dive setups can be expected. But Akimi is going to be selected as well as the Esmeralda, which means High Loss might potentially be a pickup by Bosskurr later on, and Geek Fam does not need to worry about picking up a solid core just yet, and they are going to go for instead solid side laners here onto the Thumbs and potentially a Jawhead, or might as well secure a tank onto the Atlas or Kufra.
Or the High Loss themselves. You mentioned it already. It would be such a great pickup to stop both the Esmeralda and the Kimi, but instead they go for the Baksha. So I think this opens up Bosskurr to a direction wherein they have no heals. Like, that's it. Like, the shields on Esmeralda is all they rely on. And then after that, they still go for the Uranus. This is questionable. That could have actually been the Jawhead to burst down Tams or even go for the Valier. But again, it's an okay hero. It's not bad. But they should stop at this. I'm guessing they could go for one more support or another side laner and then an actual tank. That's all that Bosskurr could do here. That's all that they should do here, actually, to cover their bases. Starting out the Gushan against Geek Fam.
It's actually really
so I can
good.
see it. I can see it, yeah. But it's got to be the core Gushan. I don't know how to feel about the side lane Gushan with the execute these days.
Everybody
Still,
Farsa as well. It's like a good counter because Kimi would be bursted out completely by this Gushan.
Yeah, and I like the Farsa ban. I like the Farsa ban because the Farsa could have been a solid pickup for Bosskurr playing with range.
Man, this is Kaja being picked up too. So whoever they pick up, just have to. I don't think.
Is this a core Roger? No, don't do this.
I don't think so. It's not gonna be
Geek Fam. Geek Fam. I like the Xborg.
I'm not a fan.
I like the Xborg.
I'm not a fan of the Roger.
I don't know about the Roger.
They're locking in the Roger.
They lock in the Roger, mad lad. You know what? When the going gets tough, the tough pick Roger. All right. So this is their gambit. This is their Hail Mary play to secure the game 3. And on the other side, though, Bosskurr gonna be a little safer. Maybe mull over this Lunox, but so far they're still missing a solid frontliner. I don't trust the Uranus alone. I would prefer that they go for another tank, maybe the High Loss, so that they can go aggressive with the invades. But they're gonna fight fire with fire, Nomad. This is it. They locked in the Lunox. Real quick before we go into the fight, let's talk about these two lineups. How you feeling? Which one has the innate advantage? And man, Geek Fam, they're going for it. This is going to be the core Roger.
The first 2-0 of the day, potentially.
Really? That's what you feel?
That's what I feel. I'm not a fan of the Roger pickup, but I do see its merits. But at the end of the day, it's all about executions. And yeah, I just realized the Lunox pickup. Almost completely forgot about the Lunox pickup. It's not looking good for Bosskurr. We might have game 3.
Really? I don't know. I like the looks, especially if it picks up a Durance. It shuts down the Tams, shuts down the Baksha, could survive a Jawhead unstoppable force. But again, Roger here is such a rogue element. Like it's been a while since we've seen Roger. I mean, personally, and he hasn't necessarily been like dominant. He hasn't been taking over the meta just yet. So it could be a coin flip, a die roll here for Geek Fam. But nonetheless, that Valier, again, the draft was so solid. The draft was so readable up until the second half. So with that being said, I don't know. Fundamentally, both teams are playing on such different axes. Is that the... Yeah, axes. Yeah.
Axis with an I.
Axis. Axis says. But nonetheless, here we go. They're going to throw Arts into the mid lane to clear the wave. Sino and Sakura not going to let him have such a good time. But oh, look at this. An invade by Geek Fam. Just resetting it for Lakes, making it hard for the Kimmy to secure his orange. And he's just going to let go. He's going to be just like, you know what? Fine, you guys can have it. All right? Is that what you want? Take it. And they flip over Sino. Ozaraveki gets first blood. Man, this is difficult for Lakes.
Very.
Ooh, Scott already burning the flicker.
I think what Lakes needs to do here is stay as safe as possible, stay away as possible from Ozaraveki. Because Ozaraveki can pounce on him later on.
Yeah, well, sooner than later, I believe. Because Ozaraveki is about to hit level 4 after clearing this camp over here, getting his purple. And yeah, what a quick advantage turn here by Geek Fam. Already 1,000 ahead here. Not even 2 minutes in. And I blame this on the lack of a frontliner on the side of Bosskurr. I don't know why they went to the Lunox. It's good though. It's not bad, but it's not great.
Not the greatest they can go for. I can agree with that. It's an all or nothing composition here for Bosskurr. If we're going to be looking at the items later on in the game, because there's going to be
go down here.
Scott going down and Lakes not really being a problem there. But
yeah, what I foresee happening is what I wanted to happen was potentially it was a Lunox or the Kaja. It can't be both. It's too greedy to have both. But they decided to go for both, and they go for broke.
I mean, you can kind of get a sense of where the gold is heading here, and it's not a good looking here for seeing Esmeralda and Uranus getting the bulk of the gold for the start of the game.
Well, they are on the Avarice, and looks like Kaiser here gonna get a little bit of aggro against Arts and Dominus. Okay, he's forced to go home. Yeah, the Avarice is what's carrying Kaiser and Sino here. But yeah, I can see how Lakes is gonna have a hard time. Ooh, quick turtle take. Started up by Ozaraveki here. And Zorn with a pull. Divine Judgment onto the Jawhead. Sakura gets the kill. And yeah, they're primed here for a contest. But they choose not to.
Yeah, they're gonna reset. They're instead gonna try to get lane priority in their favor first. Start pushing out the lanes and try to spot out any lurkers here on the side of Geek Fam. And as I say that, a bit of a scuffle here. Rumpel not committing onto the stun onto Sakura. They're backing off. Turtle's gonna get taken here by Ozaraveki. No responses here from Sino whatsoever. They are instead going to trade it up for the top lane turret.
I like this. This is a good trade. Turret for the turtle, by all means. Any day, every day, even on a Saturday. So with that being said, Lakes now finally at least getting some farm, picking up the Raptor Machete himself. And if there is a silver lining to this whole interesting draft setup for both teams, at least the cores haven't fallen just yet, right? If the cores start to die in the early game, then that's when you start worrying.
And Sino is trying to bait out this fight with Geek Fam because there was a big rotation from his team, but they're instead going to be backing off. Cutting off the minion wave. Arts is going to do just that in order to trade out this top lane turret. There goes a Divine Judgment onto Zorn, but Zorn manages to survive. Sakura falls down. That Lunox not being able to pull off the Order of Brilliance.
Oh, yeah, I think it was on cooldown and just came off right now. If he had the order, he would have survived, even maybe turned around the team fight, given that the order does have some damage. But look at this down bottom. Sino forcing the fight against Zorn. Zorn is going to survive and hit the missiles onto Sino, and down goes the Uranus. Man, that was close. Zorn literally saw his life flash before his very eyes before he get that kill and survives, converting into this team fight. This tower take down bottom.
And they're going to be trading it for the mid lane. I don't think they would be able to go for the trade themselves.
No,
Slowly
not even a mirror.
Not even a mirror, yeah. Slowly but surely, Geek Fam is gaining the advantage here.
4-1, under 6 minutes. About 1,000 ahead here is Geek Fam. Oh, Zorn. Oh, it caught Zyno. Zyno's down. Dominus gets the kill. Yeah, the maximum charge is nothing but a warning shot.
And the turtle is going to spawn, and Arts can pretty much solo the turtle. Nice flicker into the ejection onto Lakes, and that is detrimental for them. Lakes not going to manage to survive there. That is going to be 2 members down. That was the 3-man, 3 people down on the side of Bosskurr earlier on.
Clean pickoff. The cleanest pickoff I've seen in a while, man. Full use of the flicker, the unstoppable force, the ejector. Man, even underneath turret, and they got the best target possible, Lakes. So, yeah, I think what's going to be next here for Bosskurr to secure the series and to knock out Geek Fam would be to shut down Ozoroveki. They need to shut down Ozoroveki. And Nomad, it's weird to say this, but the Roger's doing it. The Roger's doing it. Simon's going to go down. Zorn gets the kill. Man, I just said those words. The Roger's doing it.
The Roger is indeed doing 3-0, and for Ozoroveki is having a field day here with that Roger. We might potentially have a game 3. That's I doubt that's what's gonna happen here.
More likely than not. More likely than not.
I mean,
And again, the Esmeralda, it's good when it's good, but when it's not, ugh. Yep, look at this. Easy take on this turret down bottom. Where is Bosskurr going? Okay, they're gonna go for the sneaky take on this turret up top. And look at this, man. 7 minutes in, they're already thinking about the split push. They've already relegated themselves to the split push. Sakura gonna go down here. This is just delaying the inevitable. He goes for the order, gonna walk even deeper into the Valley of Death, into the base of the opponent. Rumple and Arts, the Death Squad here, the tag team duo that's going to terminate Sakura. And there you go. Bought some time, but really that's all it was. Windtalker now on Ozoroveki. That's all I can say. And this battle too. Oh my god.
6,000 gold. Almost 7,000. Way
Twice.
above.
Yeah, twice that of the lowest gainer on the side of Bosskurr. Man, this isn't competitive at all. This is a stomp. Game 2.
They're having a game 3, people.
It's so hard. It's so hard for me to imagine what a turnaround would look like for Bosskurr if they continue to play this way, or if Geek Fam keeps the pressure on. Now look at this Rumple. Pop in the Poison's forcing it. Zorn with the unstoppable force. Lakes with the Purify and the Flicker. Also, just a Flicker out, not a Purify. They take out Sakura. It's more than enough. Ozoroveki though. Oh, gonna hop in. And under Lakes. Flicker out by Scott. And they're fine. They get bullied out. See, this is their own side of the map and they get bullied out.
It's a stomp. What can Bosskurr do to flip the tables here? That's a big
one
question.
thing. I stand by what I said. I think it's still to shut down Ozorovecki. 1 kill on Ozorovecki could give them the gold that they need, but yeah, as Kaiser here just gets bursted down, survives though. That is the Continent Inferno popped in by Arts. He still has I'm sorry, that battle spell. It escapes me. Wow, of all the things that I forget. Essentially, he can still force the fight here.
Hello?
The return.
Check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I think I got lost there for a bit.
Yeah, no, my brain got lost. I totally forgot what that battle spell is on the Tams.
Where is the thumbs? I totally forgot about it too.
Right? I mean, that's the right talent for the most part. That's the right battle spell for the most part, but... And it recently, or is about to recently get nerfed.
Well, that's something to look forward to. Getting a
right.
down, and this is Divine Judgment though. Of all targets, you're gonna Divine Judgment a Jawhead, not even able to finish him off, and that just allows them to secure the kill onto Sakura and onto Scott as well. They're paying the price, and this is Arts just buying time for his team here, stuck between a rock and a hard place. But here comes Rumple, goes for the jump in with the tires that will hurt you if you get hit in the face, but you know. Manages to make it out vengeance. There. It's vengeance. Bottom lane turn is going to go down, and Geek Fam poised to secure a Game 3.
Yeah, it's hard to turn this around. They get penetrated down bottom. It's vengeance, all right? I spent like 2 minutes thinking about it, and it's called vengeance. Ice Queen 1 picked up here by Lakes. Too little, too late, possibly. They do get the defense of a lifetime here, saving their mid lane turret, but at least they force the revitalize here from Rumple. But again, that's an untouched Rumple. That Baksh has not died once this game.
And Ozorovecki has not died once in this game as well. The only casualty was Zorn, but look at that lead, man. It's
Zorn is feeling it. Zorn is back to his recall spamming ways. And wow, Ozorovecki already down to... No, I don't think he's... Yeah, he just picked up the anti-ejector potion. All right, look at this. Sino caught out. Hunting him down is Rumple and Zorn. Is he going to get spotted out? Is he going to get spotted out? Yes, he does. Oh, here comes Rumple. There you go with the unstoppable force. Does not get the ejector, though. Sino still on the run, and they're going to let him go. That would be too much of a waste.
Because the Lord is a priority here for these guys. Scott takes Dominus. Dominus manages to survive that. And Sammy, Scott's going to be paying the price for that Divine Judgments. A lot of questionable Divine Judgment plays here, but not a lot of questionable engages here by Ozorovecki. They are going to be foregoing the Lord, instead taking down this tier 1 top turret. The inhibitor turret, I mean.
Yes. And there you go, Sansword picked up by Ozorovecki. Even more to make this Lord take easier with the help of Arts. Nomad, this is like there's not a single kill after that first one in the early game on to Zorn by Bosskurr. What happened? Oh my God! All right. So far, the losses in this series have been down to their draft. Okay, game 1. That weird draft by Geek Fam, and then now game 2, this weird draft by Bosskurr. What's going on in these teams' minds?
I think they're trying to be exotic enough to at least get a cheese.
Creative, I guess. Yeah, exotic, creative. There's so many ways to define or to describe what's going on here. But yeah, the last turret stands here for Bosskurr in mid, and yeah. That's a Luminous Lord marching up top.
Only a matter of time before Geek Fam secures this. Game 3 is coming, guys. There's without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, very. 99.9%, 99% possibly that a game 3 is going to come because, again, a 13-1, more than 16,000 gold ahead. And this Lord is going to go down. Turret as well. Scott going to miss out on the DJ, not going to commit it just yet. There you go. Poison's pop. And, yep, that was enough for them to just focus down on the base. Game 2 goes to Geek Fam, and we're going to see a Game 3. They're just grasping hold of their tournament life here.